Alrighty, welcome back, fellow gamers. To the edition of the Rats Cast. Cyberrat here is always coming to you on a very sad day.
The internet's
Oh,
rife with
not,
footage of Spider-Man.
not now, Jonah. Um, I'm sure most of you've already heard, but we have lost the great Stan Lee. The man who pretty much helped create Spider-Man and many other Marvel icons. And I should have put this in the thing, but I'm gonna do it now, and so it'll show up later. Um, like I said, this is a going out as a tribute to the man who is Stan Lee. So we're gonna be putting in the hashtag thank you Stan, if you haven't already. You can use the hashtag thank you Stan Lee, one of the two, or Excelsior, thank you Excelsior, or hashtag Excelsior, and leave your favorite moments, comments, or anything about the man himself. I never got a chance to meet Stanley, and I was kind of bummed because I've been to several conventions, but so this time and again, money issues just didn't afford me that privilege. But he helped really shape my imagination since I was a kid. I had a Thor folder when I was a young boy. I had comic books of the Fantastic Four. I actually had this little. It was like these little reader books. They're like small little square books that fit in the palm. Pretty much fit in the palm of your hand. Well, my hand now, but back then it wouldn't. That was just certain drawings from the comic, black and white, most of them, and a bunch of text for the story. I had that of Fantastic Four. I used to watch the original reruns of the original Spider-Man cartoon growing up, and then later on some of the newer ones that came out. Another one came out in the 90s because I was such a huge Spider-Man fan. When I finally started to read comic books as a regular, I had The Amazing Spider-Man, The Spectacular Spider-Man, The Web of Spider-Man. When that one came out, when Todd McFarlane helped to create that one. I mean, as well as others, X-Men, Batman. At the point, I was really huge Spider-Man fan. By the time the Clone Wars had started, I kind of lost track with comic books because, again, like I said, financial situations happened, things were going on. I was helping my sister with my nephew who was a baby at the time, and I didn't have the money, extra money, for comics, so I had to stop, and I lost track of everything. And I tried to keep track as much as I could. So when the Marvel movies came out, I was excited to be able to see the Spider-Man Uh, Even though Tobey Maguire is too old to see him on screen, and I love that first movie. Even though they really don't hold up very well nowadays, but I love that first movie. Second one was pretty good. Third one was crap. Everyone knows that. I won't even argue that one. Um, Amazing Spider-Man was pretty good. I wasn't overly crazy with the second one, but at least they kind of kept to the how the situation with Gwen Stacy being thrown over and dying from because of Norman Osborn. Well, I actually think it was Harry in that case, but still. I mean, it was kind of correct because it was Green Goblin, but wrong Green Goblin. That was the one thing that was driving me crazy is that um, the history around Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy in comics is, or in the movies have always been wrong. They've always portrayed it wrong. Um, Gwen was somebody that Peter knew they were friends and never really had a relationship. Stan wanted them to have a relationship, but they never actually had a relationship. Um, MJ was created to try for Stan Lee to try to push Peter and Gwen together, kind of like making Gwen jealous so that she'd pursue Peter, and then Peter would go for her. But the audience didn't like it because Gwen was kind of bland of a character, and everybody was hot for Mary Jane. As soon as she showed up in the cover at the end of the episode, when she comes out and says, "Face it, Tagger, you just hit the jackpot," everybody's heart dropped. Every boy who read comic books was just enthralled with Mary Jane, and that's why she's always been the main and pivotal character. Which is funny because in this Stan's memory's always been kind of weird. He says one thing and then he remembers it differently somewhere else. But it happens with a lot of our members. The more we remember things, the more we forget, and we idolize things that maybe didn't happen or over embellish things that happened. The better things. But yeah, he actually wanted to push for Gwen and Peter, but in this he says that how they were always his favorite couple, and that wasn't the case. That really was not the case. He didn't want Mary Jane was just supposed to be a kind of a walk on, walk off after a couple episodes, but the audience loved her too much, and the company wanted to go with Mary Jane over Gwen, so they killed off the writers at the time. They wanted to come up with a major shakeup, so they killed off Gwen with Stan's permission, which he will deny later. It's really funny. In any case, a lot of this, if you guys are interested, I've been watching a lot of this guy's channel recently. Scott from NerdSync on YouTube. Brilliant guy, wonderful channel. You should check him out.
Thank you, Stan.
That's the URL. I can't post anything more into My thing, I don't think they don't really have the caricatures for it. But I will post it when I post the channel later on. And I put the information in here on Twitch while it stays, and when I post it on YouTube, you'll have the link to his channel there. But he has a lot of really wonderful stuff. He runs over a lot of history from comics, both DC and Marvel, and just a lot of stuff in general. Comic book codes, all kinds of stuff. He has some other people that come out and help out with various things. He only does origin stories where you can tell like really interesting origins, he says. So like the origins of Joker, which is one of my favorites by him, doesn't really tell the origins of how Joker was created in comic books, but really the origins of how he was created in real life. And which is funny because his origins is about as mysterious in real life as the origins in the comic book. And there's like 3 different realities to what happened or what did happen, which is so funny. Anyways, yeah, he does the beautiful origins of Mary Jane and Peter Parker's relationship. And that's the one you want to look at. It's a great one. It really explains what happened with this Gwen Stacy situation. He also goes over one about the Clone Wars and talks briefly on the Gwen Stacy clone. A lot of fascinating stuff from this guy, though. There's some really good ones that he touches on. A lot of really good information. My favorite, though, is another one is the Deadpool. Is Deadpool a ripoff of Deathstroke? Which a lot of people would say yes. But I didn't think about this at the time when people are saying this because I didn't realize it. But Deadpool, and this is the big takeaway. Deadpool came out 3 months after Deathstroke. Now, to create the character, to create a concept, an idea for a character, takes time. It takes months of planning, what his backstory is, what he's about, what weapons he's going to use, how he's going to fight, how he's going to respond to things, what his costume is going to look like. These all take time. It's not going to take, and then you have to sit there and draw everything. A lot of comic books, and they come out in a monthly series, yes, but a lot of these guys have started those a month, 2 months ahead of time just to get everything, to get the script out, and then someone has to do the artistry, and then the art. It takes months to get a comic book out. So Deadpool had to have been in the works way before Deathstroke came out. Which means, yeah, maybe both companies saw something or had, was exposed to a certain what have you, that they had kind of that same idea. Ninja Turtles was had already come out, and people were really getting into the whole ninja thing. So maybe the dual sword thingy was a product of that. But the point is that these two characters were being created almost simultaneously. It's just that Deathstroke got out the door 3 months earlier than Deadpool. If it was the reverse, people would be saying the same thing about Deathstroke to Deadpool because their ideas are similar. But other than the names, honestly, they were created individually from each other, and most of it is just coincidence. Like the name, it's just coincidence. So take of it what you will. But yeah, that 3 month situation, they would if it had came out a year later, then I would say yeah, he's definitely a copy. But 3 months, no, they would not have had time to create a costume, to create the character, to decide what they want to do with him, and create a comic book in 3 months' time to put it out. No, they had to start it a while back. Anyways, we're here about Stan Lee. And besides Fantastic Four, the first family of comics, Spider-Man was his magnum opus, I guess you could say, is his pivotal turning point in his life, because he was ready to turn everything in. He's ready to throw in the towel. He was tired of the basic rank and file, quote-unquote superheroes that just went in and punched things and there was nothing to them. He was a writer, and he wanted to write, and he wanted to write stories about real people and real situations and life in general. And his wife Joan, a wonderful woman who also passed away a year ago, God rest her soul as well, had told him to just do what he wants, do what he loves. You know, what's the worst thing that happened? You get fired. Oh well, we'll find another job. But he needs to do what was, and I always say this too. You need to do what is best for you. And if you can't do it where you're at, then you need to find someplace that, you know, you can be who you want to be. And so Stan went for it and created this thing, and he was almost getting ready to be fired because the Marvel hated the whole thing. Well, the comic book company at the time hated the whole thing. They didn't like it. They wanted him to go back to the rank and file stuff, and the comic book sold like gangbusters, and the rest is history. And then he, you know, started creating, you know, the Fantastic Four, and helped to create the Avengers and all these wonderful things with him and Jack Kirby, helped to create and cement in history, starting the Silver Age of comics. To me, Spider-Man will always be the best of us, of what we can be if we try to accomplish it. Then everyday man can be more than the sum of his parts. You know, as long as you have a good heart. As long as you have a love of mankind, as long as you do your best and put your best effort forward and do what you can to help save or redeem mankind, then you did everything you could. And you're a better person than most, who would rather harm people or think of themselves. Peter never thought of himself. Peter always put the general public first. He always put the safety of the city first, over himself, over his aunt, over his girlfriend, over his family. Because that's who Peter Parker was. He was selfish once, and it cost him dearly. So this episode is dedicated to the man himself. Let's get on with the show.
And chasing the Black Cat across the rooftops. And apparently, there are hordes of young people cheering them on. They're called shippers. No, that has nothing to do with boats. It's short for relationship. As in, they really want Spider-Man and the Black Cat to be together romantically. Or they really don't. And they have quite intense arguments about it. Flame wars, I believe is the term. You know, in my day, we didn't have time for flame wars about shipping. You know why? Because we had jobs. So here's J. Jonah Jameson's public service announcement to our youth. You're into shipping? Join the Navy!
Jonah. Oh, that's that woman. I hate her.
All units, mugging reported, suspects armed.
Peter, I finally decrypted that laptop. You know that room-sized vault you were talking about? I found a record of it being delivered to a shipyard near Hell's Kitchen.
That's gotta be where the boy is. Thanks, MJ. Better call Felicia.
At this hour, it's either a booty call
Kick it up
or
a
you
notch!
found something.
Hopefully your son. I'm sending you an address. Meet me there.
Oops. Well, that was an easy mugging. That's probably one of the more easier things I've done. Okay. Where in the map is the other one? Way over there. Okay, we're gonna do this really fast, and then we're gonna hit the other one on the way there. Now, I keep wondering if I was wearing the black...
A key witness against the Magia has reportedly been abducted. Officers near Vanderbilt, be advised.
I think one of Hardy's old stashes is around here. They've got a hostage in that car truck.
It's the spider! Get it!
Hey guys, is the kidnapping victim free if you don't deliver in half an hour?
You're going down! Watch out! He's taking out too many of us! Boston's in charge!
Thank God. Those guys were gonna kill me.
Hang in there, buddy. The cops are on their way.
That was sweet.
Sit tight, guys. A nice, comfy paddy wagon will be here soon.
Help! Ah, shit.
Welcome to the air show.
All units, we're getting reports of Magia harassing a local business. Officers near Sutton Place, be on alert.
Way over there? I thought I heard someone say help.
All units advised, we have active explosives reported in a civilian area. Officers needed at Atlantic Hill. Over.
Ah!
Another art piece. Found another painting, Detective. Hardy sure found some clever hiding places.
He was one hell of a second story man.
Obviously. So how'd you catch him?
I'd like to say solid police work, but the more I look at it, the more I think he let himself get caught.
To get away from the Magia? He must have known they could get to him in prison.
Sure, but the best way to protect his daughter was to take himself off the board.
And it ended up being more permanent than he planned.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can get there in time. These crime sprees only last for so long.
Car bombing. Should use a spider bot to locate other explosives.
Spider bots! Love my spider bots. I'm glad I get to use this more.
Buddy, let's find those explosives.
It's a spider bot.
Bar fights are nothing new in this town. But the one that cleared out the Blackwing Tavern wasn't just your typical beer-fueled brawl. That particular establishment has, let's say, alleged ties to the Mafia. Guess who was right smack in the middle of it? Spider-Man and the Black Cat. At this point, I think it's fair to ask, who is on whose side here? Are Spider-Man and the Cat working for rival Mafia families? Or the same one? Or, and remember, I always think 10 steps ahead, are they starting their own family? Huh? 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 It would explain a lot about why Spider-Man, who clearly has no respect for the law, takes down criminals. Less competition for him and his gunmall floozy. We might just have Bonnie and Clyde in spandex on our hands.
Bonnie and Clyde spandex. Come on, you.
Running out of time to defuse the bombs.
Inside? Yes.
That's the last one. Spider bots, I love you.
So do I. Spider bots are fun. Okay. So, someone was saying that this was his last cameo, which really is not the case because A1,
One of the stolen paintings should be around here somewhere.
he also did the movie, or he would have been a cameo in Ant-Man and Wasp.
All units, a local business owner just reported intimidation by armed assailants. Location is in the vicinity of Devil's Shelf.
Hardy must have stashed something here. Another painting. Congratulations, Detective. You might be the winner of some of Walter Hardy's stolen loot.
Listen, no offense, but I've been looking into case files. Some witnesses say you and the new Black Cat were seen working together. What's up with that?
She said she wanted to go straight, and I believed her. I tried to train her, and she did a lot of good.
Oops. That conversation cut off too fast. But anyways, it won't be the last. The last one will be the new
This place is isolated.
Miss Marvel.
They could keep the kid
Or
here
Captain
for
Marvel
weeks
when
without
it comes
anyone
out
noticing.
next year.
This is the place. I know it.
If they spot us, it's over. We need to take them all out. Like we used to. Quiet as a cat.
Sneaky as a spider.
If they spot us, they might kill your son. We have to do this quietly.
Okay.
Need a hand here! Word just came down from the boss. Shoot anything that moves.
A lot of guys guarding this place. This won't be easy.
My pleasure. Nobody's messing with us tonight. Damn right.
How about that guy? Okay. Split those guys up.
Time.
Shit.
You're so good at that.
Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to tag the other guy up on top for her, and instead he responded. It's not my intention.
Okay.
Word just came down from the boss. Shoot anything that moves. Spider-Man, the cat, pigeons, anything. My pleasure.
A lot of guys guarding this place. This won't be easy.
How about that guy?
Somebody give me a hand.
Good one.
Not yet. Going in.
Hey, get over here.
This guy?
Yes, before he realizes what's going on.
Nighty night.
Another one down.
We should team up more often. Fetch.
Stop. Who's there?
Just give the word, Spider. Hang on a sec.
Sleep it off.
Me likey. This guy is ripe for the picking. I'm on him. Good one. Let's keep it going. Patience, Spider.
Shit.
Bad luck for you.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Okay.
Looks like about 9 guys left.
One per life. Let's not mess this up. I'm ready to pounce. You're so good at that.
I might be able to split them up.
Hell is that? Nothing.
On it.
Hey, I need some extra eyes.
How about that guy? Need a better position.
What was...
Sweet dreams.
Ah, shit.
Better check that out.
Dumb and predictable.
Hell is that?
This guy
Somebody back me up.
got him.
Good job.
I love when you're an assertive spider. They're too bunched up.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I need backup. Better check that out.
Just a few left. Just give the word, Spider.
Okay.
2 of them and 2 of us.
That was risky.
Need a hand here.
Okay. I didn't imagine that.
Can't get him yet.
I guess I overreacted.
Snoring now.
This guy is ripe for the picking. That's all of them.
Yep. That was fun.
Lots of places to hide a vault around here.
You check the shipping containers while I check in that building over there.
Felicia,
What?
I'm sorry Hammerhead did this to you.
Yeah, well, he's about to find out. You mess with the cat, you get the claws.
Should check out those shipping containers. Some of the containers have air vents. Should check them out. Just a bunch of boxes. Better keep looking. Building supplies, and no kid. Pianos, that's random. But no kid. On to the next one. He's gotta be in one of these containers. Sable International. What is this stuff? Whoa. Hammerhead's got Sable weapons. I wonder what else he has.
Awesome, he's got a Sable truck.
Well, that answers that question. Hammerhead thugs and Sable weapons. It's the perfect mashup I never asked for. You asked for it! Like fish in a barrel. Felicia, where are you? Another Sable APC. Wondered where all those went.
He's too damn fast!
Felicia, are you hurt?
I'll break your friggin' jaw!
Why isn't it not?
I'll bring him down!
Oh God, those things! I hate those things.
APCs, rocket launchers, miniguns? What did you guys not steal from Sable? Whoa, that was close. Damn, gotta clear these guys out and find Felicia. Are you guys sure you know how to use those weapons? Okay, looks like you do.
He keeps jumping around!
God damn it!
I can handle this! Bring it down!
Why isn't he attacking the guy in question?
Take him out!
Gloves up! Never touches the ground.
I'll break your friggin' jaw! Let me get my hands on! Act him good!
God damn it!
Bring him back to Earth!
Hasn't recharged yet. Okay. Okay. Nothing's recharging, so... shit.
More like that and it's over.
Shit.
Think I can't get you up there?
Oh, boy!
That's it. Gonna be sore tomorrow. Okay, time to find Felicia. She said she was heading into that building. Felicia? The vault. Felicia.
No.
Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me. Tell me you weren't just stringing me along.
Sorry, sweetie. But I needed help to pull off a job this big.
All you ever wanted was Hammerhead's drive.
The entire wealth of the Magia. In the palm of my hand.
You gave Hammerhead fake drives?
You think he's gonna be mad at me?
So, the kidnapping? Your son? That was all just a lie?
Lie is such an ugly word. I prefer misdirection.
Do the right thing. Take the drives to the police.
Hey, I earned these. Besides, Hammerhead's on a mission and nothing is gonna stop him. If anything, I just helped slow him down a bit.
They cleaned out the whole yard. Check the vault.
Time to go. I'll raise a glass to you on the Riviera.
Felicia!
Awesome.
Boss, we're in.
And?
Drive's gone.
New plan. There's a tracker on that drive. Find her and kill her. And if she's dumb enough to go to a little penthouse, I've got a crew waiting there to send it sky high.
What about the drives?
I don't care about the drives. I just want her dead.
Got it. We'll find her.
If there's a tracker on that drive, Felicia's in trouble. Gotta get to her fast.
Miss me already?
Hammerhead knows where you are and he's going to kill you. There's a tracker on his drive.
I don't get you, Spider. I just calmed the hell out of you, and here you are trying to save me. How can you be so damn nice all the time?
It's not about being nice, it's about doing the right thing. You've got so many talents. I wish you'd use them to help someone other than yourself.
Yeah, well, you should know by now. That's not how I roll.
People can change, Felicia.
Love you, Spider. I'll miss you.
Wait, your penthouse, he's rigged it to explode!
Don't worry. I've still got all 9 lives left.
Damn it! Hang on, Felicia. I'm coming.
Idiot woman.
Gotta move.
I'm moving as quick as I can, Spider-Man. Or as quickly as you can.
Hold on, Felicia. Felicia!
To be continued. Oh, God. That was fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. Okay, as always, I want to thank everyone who stopped off and checked out the channel tonight. I hope you guys appreciated this episode of the Rantscast. And come back later on at the end of the month for episode 2 of The City That Never Sleeps. And we'll see what happened. If Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat, actually did survive the explosion. If my theory about the so-called police officers looking for the original Black Cat's stash is really the real Black Cat in disguise, I'm thinking it is. Like father likes daughter, Jesus. And learn more about what's going to be happening with this crime family and everything. And then, of course, part 3, which comes at the end of December. So we will be able to run that just before, probably after Christmas. But we will see, time-wise, how everything works out. Next week, of course, is Thanksgiving. I will not be streaming on Thanksgiving, as always. Or Christmas, for that matter, just so one knows. I'll try to get some time in here and there with some No Man's Sky and some other stuff. But other than that, I'm simply waiting for Just Cause 4 to come out. As well as the Black Armory for Destiny, which again comes out in December, so I'll see how that works out. And of course, don't forget to come back and check out my team of my nephew, that Gamer Guy 101, as we continue our Minecraft Trophy Collector series. As we continue Season 2 in our new world, new setup, and a whole bunch of new trophies on top of that. Let's see what else we can achieve there. Still the entire cast from the Spider-Man series, even though this is an added thing, they're still doing the entire cast. So we will probably be seeing the great Stan Lee's name at the end of this. But I will be leaving you guys here. Can't thank you guys again. There he is. The man. The legend. Please, if you're new to the channel, follow along if you like it, or subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Check out the YouTube channel because there's tons of content in there for you, as well as you can check out my social media sites to see what I'm up to. Those links are down below. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them on any of those as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys again for being here and being a part of the show. Hope to see you guys on the very next episode of the Rats Cast. But until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.
Stanley December the 28th 1922, November the 1/2 2018.
And they still haven't found a body?
No.
Do you think she survived?
I don't know. I mean, anything's possible, but...
So, how's it feel to not be a dad? No, I'm serious.
Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. Yeah, I've got a lot going on, you know.
Yeah, you do. But I think you're gonna be an amazing dad someday. At the right time.
With the right person.